Brews and Blades on Easter Sunday. Hope everybody had a good time. I am recovering from a ham coma, as I'm sure a lot of you are. Yeah, I went to the in-laws. I like my in-laws. It's weird. It's weird. I like them. They're great. And my mother-in-law is a great cook, and it was amazing food, and we had a good time. And I forgot to mute my computer. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and spending some of your Easter Sunday with me and us and all of us, the royal we, I mean when I say that. But yeah, just trying to. I got a bit of a weird tummy, but other than that, I'm feeling okay. What's everybody else up to? Hope everybody had a good Easter. There's candy out here. I have not eaten. I mean, I've eaten a lot of it. This is actually the last one of these in the house. The Reese's peanut butter egg. I know it's come up before on this live stream. We talk about candy a lot. The Reese's holiday ones, no matter which holiday it is, are always the best. But I just realized this is the last one of these in the house. I'm sure I could get some more. But uh, there's no Reese's peanut butter cup holiday until Halloween now, when the pumpkins come out. They need to make like Memorial Day ones, like a flag, just so that we can have them all year long. I just realized that's the only like gap we have is between now and Halloween before we get more of these. So yeah. And Cadbury Creme Egg. I'm not a giant fan of these. Like, I like them, but I'm one of the only human beings that is happy they made them smaller, because the bigger ones were just too big. I could only eat like 2/3 of one, and now these are like 2/3 of the size. So I've eaten one already this Easter season. I'm gonna eat this one, and then that's my fill of Cadbury eggs for the year. I don't miss those. But yeah, let's petition Reese's to get them to make them a Memorial Day one. So, wow, I don't know why I blocked that, Yuri. Yes, if I was in pro wrestling in the late 90s, Slice It, that's not a bad one. A finishing move called the Cutting Edge or something like that. Yeah. The orange cream eggs are very good. I haven't seen those in the States. Are you in America? Do we have those? 4th of July Reese's. Yeah, 4th of July or Memorial Day or something like that, just to fill in the gap. One of those. Hello, Jeremy Bottoms. How's it going, man? Today's beer. I just talked about all that American stuff. Not American. Well, it's American beer, but not American style beer. I don't know where this is going. This is from my beloved Three Heads Brewing right here in Rochester, one of the best breweries on the planet, and it is the dry hopped German Pils with the German flag and the German style automobile sticker on there. I love German Pils, and I love Three Heads. This is not going to be a first drink. I've already had several of these, not today, but in the past couple weeks. They are delicious. The can is subtle. Yeah, very subtle. The one of the owners of the place is of German descent, so like I think he's maybe first generation off the boat, and their logo used to be one of those German car stickers that said 3HB on it, but then everybody was doing that everywhere, so they changed their logo. But hopefully this will cure my weird stomach. I've just like been very burpy like all day long. I don't know why. I took some Tums and a Zantac. We'll see if that knocks it down. Hey, Peter, how's it going, man? David Yoho, Rob, Nebuk Cloud, Michael Morgan. Is that Shadow new? No, actually, I've had this one for quite some time. They sent me an early production sample. I have not watched all of Nick Shabazz's review. He just did one of the actual full production one. There are very minor changes in this area, but I did have one of these pass through my hands, one of the full production ones. Guy had it sent to me so I could send it on to him, and it is slightly different, but it's like this one still has a little bit of lock stick. The other one had none, the full-on production one. So, but really, not anything dramatically different. Didn't see his review yet either. Yeah, I started watching it. It's paused in one of my many windows. Yuri says, thanks, by the way, Slicey, for doing this on Easter. Yeah, I mean, Easter, everything's done by now. It's just like, what was I did one on Memorial Day or something last year, wasn't it? Because everybody's kind of done with everything by now, so there's no... If Christmas fell on Sunday or something, I wouldn't do it. But other than that, your New Year's Eve or whatever, I probably wouldn't do it. But whatever you're going to do on Easter with your family, you're probably done by now. It's more of a children's holiday other than us grown-ups that like to eat stuff. So most everybody does stuff during the day. Is the Protect Blue the most Eastery knife you have? I don't know. I think purple would qualify more, and I have several purples. Yeah, I think some of my purple knives would qualify more. 58 on already. Cool. Once we hit 100, a cool hundy, we will do pocket checks as usual. Yes, Monster Racing, thank you very much for reminding everyone to click that like button. I see you on a lot of live streams, and you are always reminding people to click the like button. You are doing the Lord's work, sir. Well, it's till just the start and conclusion of Nick's review when he took it apart. You skipped? I hope you don't do that to me, David Garrett. For shame. All the stress on the way home when I come home to my stimmy check and an S90 VPM2. Well, there you go, Jeremy. Everything's right with the world again. Dave F., when are you going to give away that Reese's? They're everywhere. You can get them. I hear the new Reese's Thin taste just like the holiday ones. But I have not tried those. Yeah, I don't want to pay the same price for less Reese's. The Reese's Thin seems like a scam to me. It's like when all of Europe freaked out because they made Toblerones thinner. But I don't like Toblerone, so it didn't bother me at all. But I knew it was a big hullabaloo in the United Kingdom. It is a scam. They need to make American flag ones for 4th of July or Memorial Day. Because this one's going to be gone, and if I don't remember to get another thing of them at like Walgreens or somewhere where they still have them, it's gonna be really annoying. I won't have them until Halloween, and then they give they make the pumpkin ones that look like turds. They look like poop. I'm just saying, they look like dog poop. I just don't like Toblerone. I'm not a fan of marzipan, so I had one bad thing happen this weekend, and that's why there was no video yesterday. I'm just going to plow through it and do it with the shadows tomorrow, but you'll notice there's shadows here. I have been pretty good about getting rid of the shadows lately. One of my LED lights died, so I ordered more, but I didn't do a video Friday because I didn't feel so hot after my first COVID shot, and then yesterday I went to go do one, and one of my LEDs died, so I got to buy new LEDs. I ordered on Amazon, but they're not going to be here until Tuesday. But tomorrow I'm just going to plow through it, and we're just going to have shadows. So I got to put something up. It's been too long. So Mark Herrera says, how's the truck? It's doing great. It's cranked back up to its full 400 horsepower. I turned the tune back up now that the winter is over. It's got new boots on it. It's doing good. Your LED light needed a shot too and you ignored it. Possibly. It may have quit out of protest. But you know what? They last forever. And they say right on the box, only turn these on for an hour at a time. I leave them on like all the time. So they're just on in my office / studio all the time. Oh yeah, NAF Sergeant. Yeah, you said you have your 1500 sub giveaway video tomorrow. So go check him out. Link to it. You can give him a shout out, Keith, if you would like to his channel. Is there still time to enter, I hope? Heading out, gotta do some HW, but I'll be back later after everything falls apart. I don't know what HW is, but good luck with that. It go vroom, it go loud vroom. Yeah. I have a Diablo tuner, and there's some other mods on the truck as well, but I have the Diablo tuner, so I can turn it down to stock settings or crank it up all the way up to Diablo. And during winter I had it in stock, so video's crackling a bit. I don't know, it's looking all right here. I'm not really sure. Just picked up a Sage 1 Maximat. Thoughts on Spyderco's liner lock? I love the Sage 1 Maximat. It is an awesome freaking knife, Luke. It is one of my absolute favorites. I've described it before. Do I have it right here? I think I do. I did. I usually have it very close by. There it is. I put in the title like EDC Perfection with a question mark, and it really kind of is. Maybe even better if it was 20 CV because it's a lower maintenance steel that you don't have to worry about, the corrosion resistance. In my climate, I don't worry about it too much. I just keep EDCI on it. It's fine. But just the ergos are great. It's nothing like fidgety and fun or anything, but it works great, and it's just the right size and feels so good in the hand. It is kind of freaking perfect. It really is. It really is. I did those videos if there could be only one, and that's like the knife that I would keep. But I wonder, I should do one that, like, if I could use only one, because that would be a slightly different outcome. I think it might. This would be very high up on if you could use only one. When will EDCI get back in production? It was for a bit. You could get it several places just like a couple weeks ago, and then I heard somebody else bought them again. I can't remember who, but it'll be around. I did order another thing of it while it was up again. So, yeah, I thought they were already back in stock because I ordered it and I got it. But now somebody else did buy it. So, I don't know if somebody bought it before it went back in stock or after it went in stock. I'm kind of unclear on the... I need to reach out to Skelton and ask about that, but I just haven't. Orange turkey, I didn't see anything about that. I've been rationing mine. Yeah, so was I. I said it was, I made a joke like that episode from Seinfeld where Elaine was like, is it sponge worthy, when they discontinued that sponge contraceptive device that you went in your beep, and all the men that she was sleeping with, she was trying to decide whether or not they were sponge worthy because she had to ration them. Hey Slicey, I sold my Hinder Bowie for the Hinder Harpoon Spanto. Hey, everybody's got their own thing, David Payne. I don't like the Spanto. I'm a bad Hinderer fan in that I don't like the Spanto. It's by far my least favorite one. But I know a whole lot of people like them a whole lot. It's just I don't care for it. I know MC loves them. But hey everybody, I don't know if you guys saw the video. I assume that you did if you're here, because if you're here, let's be honest, you probably watch most of the videos. Can we take a moment to celebrate our victory from 2 weeks ago? I don't know if you recall this, but Metal Complex decided to start a war with me. More importantly, a war with you, with all of us, with the Slicey Dicey, I don't want to say nation, that's overused. Somebody come up with a name for us. And we were going to get swords, buy each other swords. He went out and bought himself a sword. And I was annoyed. And then he went on his live stream and made everybody message me and say that, ask me why I hadn't gotten my sword yet. I hadn't gotten it because he went back on the thing. It was his idea. So I'm not buying myself a sword. So I said, the only apology I would accept is if he bought me a sword, and we bullied him into buying me a sword. So let's just take a moment to celebrate our victory over Metal Complex. So this is about all I can show, because it's huge. But yeah, this is very cool. It is a cold steel English back sword, which is out of production, but it makes this noise. Hopefully it comes out. I have a fan running. I'm sorry, it's really hot up here, but hopefully this comes out. I hope you heard the swing. I like the swing. It's a great sound. But here, hopefully I don't stab anything. But yeah, it's very shiny, 1095 steel. It's lovely. I like it. And it's great just because I made him buy it. So I feel very proud of it. So we're going to do stupid sword videos with this, and he's got he has a big two-handed sword. So, but we're going to do little competing videos, and you guys can vote on which one you think is the best. So, yeah. I what I think is funny though is he unintentionally trolled me. He didn't know this, but I'm half Irish, half Scottish, and he bought me an English sword. So that sword was probably designed to slaughter my people. He bought that for me. That's why I said to him, like, well played, sir. Well played. Hey, a slick. Should be a great letter opener. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. First thing I'm gonna do is I know like I'm gonna film some silly stuff, and I'm gonna like cut a bagel with it, and try and like butter something with it before like I go into a montage of the other stuff. So in stock at REC. I don't know which one, the sword or the EDCI. I've lost track of what we're talking about. I know that it was listed as discontinued a few places, so I took their word for it. Potato peeler. Yeah, that would be using an English sword to peel potatoes. Two-handed swords in combat are a mixed bag. Yeah, Taz's World, but that's all I know how to do. I've never owned a one-handed sword before, so I've only ever owned one other sword, and it was when I was 20 or 21 years old, and it was a two-handed, and that's all I know how to do. So learning the one-handed stuff is kind of weird. Somebody made a good comment in the unboxing video, said if you're used to two-handed swords, when you use a one-handed, keep one hand behind your back. Like, you look kind of silly, but it's a good idea because you might hack your hand. You guys are turning into some advanced knife bros. Yeah, I can never reach Mark's level of editing, but yeah, Mark is hilarious. One-handed sword allows a shield, dude. Yeah, I could. Yeah, maybe I should just get a shield. That's a good point. I am gonna get the stupid leather gloves, like, the stupid Princess Bride style leather gloves. Yep, I already won the battle. I got a free sword. So, and my wife is not happy about it, I could say. No, not full on gauntlets, just like the leather gloves that like come up to, like here. Cold Steel 8010 down to 120 on Amazon. Should I go for it? Spoiler, I already did. There was no one here that was going to tell you not to do it. So you're safe. One-handed is much more natural using your dominant hand. Yeah. Brian, you're one step away from being a LARPer, Dave. Yeah. Oh, I've been close. I think I've been steps closer to that before in like Second Life and stuff. I did Star Wars role play stuff, and I was the freaking Emperor. So 6 fingers on your right hand. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Just need to let Lori know to use it to cut some stuff. She'll come around after that. My daughter thought it was ridiculous, and now she wants to come with me when I go to cut up melons and stuff. So keep the swords and axes in the shed away from my wife. No, I keep mine up here in the office. Didn't do pocket check yet. I haven't seen it crack 100. We usually wait till 100. The Six-Fingered Man. Yeah, his sword's a cold steel as well, but I don't know which one it is. It's a two-handed sword, but it's not like a crazy two-handed sword. Mileage. Yeah, Princess Bride is awesome. Do you always begin conversations this way? One-handed swords leave room for another one-handed sword. That's a good point. I could dual wield. Start chopping boxes in half for unboxings. I would damage things. There we go. Pocket check time. So today, I'll start with mine while I'm looking at you. It's Easter. I was at the in-laws, so I wanted to carry something classy. So I had my Bird's Eye Maple Spyderco Chaparral. So what did everybody else have? Used to carve the turkey at Thanksgiving. You're right, Andrew. Somebody could throw it up in the air and I could just hack at it. Hand reground Spanto S45VN. Very nice. Large and Cosi. The We A Turn. I haven't seen one of those mentioned in a long time. Concept Main Street. I have one of those over here. I was just going to put it out here in a moment. Waypoint. That's been back in my pocket a whole lot. S45 PM2. Very cool. Singo, large, and cozy. I may be carrying that tomorrow because I have a watch showing up that goes well with it and will look good in a photo. So, CV shredder in mine. I just got a new shredder. I got one of the Damascus ones, and yeah, I love the shredder. Great knife. Native 5 S110V. Very cool. Neutron. Kaiser Guru. Mistech Shodan. I wish I still had that thing. Hey, Bobby Legs, thank you very much, and thank you for reminding me. It's been 20 minutes in. I never mentioned Super Chat's open. You click the join button, you get access to the Discord and all that stuff, which Bobby Legs is on there. We have a really good time Tuesday nights. If you think this show is weird and that we get off topic, you ain't seen nothing until the live chats, the live voice chats, where we all get to talk to each other on Tuesday nights at 8. A lot of fun. Half-track Bowie red tie. I almost carried my my half-track Warncliffe today, but even though it's just small, it would look kind of scary amongst the in-laws when you open it. It's an evil-looking little thing. Very Three Musketeers-ish. It is, yeah. It is very Three Musketeers-ish. It's like not a dueling sword. It's much heavier duty than that. It's technically a broadsword, but it's a single-edge broadsword, basically. Single-edge, one-handed broadsword. Unumzan. I wish I'd have gotten into the Unumzan. I had one and it just didn't. I really liked it. I get why people liked it, but I think that all the aspects I really like about Chris Reeves just weren't quite in it, if that makes any sense. So, we 604 Dragon Scale and Benchmade Anthem on. Get a nice job. What did I blaspheme? So, like, I've been called a blasphemer before. It's actually in my Twitter profile. Svenza 21 in Singo and Microtech UTX 70. Man, that UTX 70 is so much fun. I really like that thing. I really need to get the tool to take the pocket clip off, though. It does not need a pocket clip. But I really, really like that thing. Really surprised how much. It's just fun to have a little tiny auto to open stuff with. It's just cool. QSP Worker, somebody said? That's a very nice one. Largest Spada. Richard Wolf, you're carrying a largest Spada on the Lord's Day. Alert the church! Oh yeah, Keith asked if he could point out this guy, Naftastic EDC, and get him some followers. I said absolutely, so please go check that out. He just pointed a link in the... If you're watching this late and you're watching the chat replay, you can see it over there. There's something. There you go. There's my finger. But go check that out. Talked to Zark on Instagram. Told me the root kit was delayed, going to different manufacturer. Yeah, that's why I actually have the prototype of the root kit right here, but I haven't shown it because I knew that was going on. So yeah, that's why I didn't do a video about it, because I have a wee prototype of the root kit. I can show it. Why not? I'm knocking stuff around. Oh my God, he's out of control, everybody. Yeah, but I have these out because I have to pack them up to send them back. But yeah, this is the root kit. Very cool. It's phosphor bronze washers. We was gonna make it. Now they're not. So, but it is awesome. Very excited to see it when it does come out with Best Tech or whoever. But it's a great freaking knife. Big old sucker. But I like that it's non-flipper and running on washers, and front flip still works. Very, very cool. And I'm sure Best Tech will do a great job with it, or whoever winds up making it. So, what's everybody carrying? That's what we were just going through, but I don't think we got everybody. 116 now, very cool. Hey Chris, how's it going? Just bought a VBR by Mark Varga. Nice. I do have to say, I apologize for not having so many new knives in lately, but I do have some arriving. I actually got one yesterday, and I was so excited to show it to you guys, then I realized it's not. I went to the company's website to get details, and they haven't announced it yet, so I don't know if I'm allowed to or not. So that one's sitting off the side, but it's pretty cool. And then tomorrow, a company that you guys have been requesting me do stuff for, is saying it right? Acturna Non-Verba or whatever that company is. I know it's ANV Knives, but I forget what the acronym means. I have 3 of those coming tomorrow. So, pretty cool. Excited to get my hands on those. I know a lot of you guys have asked me questions about them. So, and then I'm placing an order tomorrow with one of my subscribers, one of my suppliers, and I'll have a bunch Octa non verba. There, I was not even close. Octa non verba. I have 3 of those coming tomorrow. So, MC video today said it's slow time for knives. It is really for new stuff, but I still have stuff that I wanted. Like, this is the time I normally catch up, and honestly, just financially, I've not been able to catch up. So I haven't been able just to go out and buy stuff like I was able to the last couple of years during this slow time. So just financially, haven't been able to. So I'm kind of behind, but we'll get there. Actions, not words. Yeah, I remembered what it meant, but I couldn't remember. I don't do Latin. I do German. I don't do Latin. But yeah, on a related note, can't afford to buy more review knives at the moment, and been being a little slow. Click the joint button, click the super chat, all that stuff. It helps out a lot. So yeah, go to the Patreon link. Hang out with us on the Discord. The Discord has been a lot of fun. I do have to say. I hope everybody else is enjoying it as much as me. You guys that are active on the Discord, comment here if you're having fun with it. Any categories you want to see added to chats and stuff. I'm really enjoying it. Will it feel weird to be back in front of a live audience, Scott? I'll let you know on Thursday. I have just a 5-minute spot Thursday night. It'll be my first time on stage in well over a year. Kind of excited about it. I did go hang out at the club last night. And it was great just to hang out in the green room with a bunch of other comics. I wasn't on the show, but I'm a regular there, so they let me hang out in the green room, and I knew everybody on the show. So it was kind of cool just to hang out in the green room and, bust balls with other comics and sit and watch one of my good friends kill it and have a good time. And yeah, Jimmy Robinson, you started buying more watches. That's not the money problems. I've made money with watches. I'm doing freakishly well at buying and selling watches. I've actually made money at watches. So I'm a freak that way. But that's overall been a very small improvement. Freedom Van, how's the website going? Hopefully I'm going to have it finalized, set up Tuesday. Then I just have to write because it's kind of pivoted because of the Discord and all that. So I don't know when we're going to do the chat room thing. The message board thing. But I have a lot of stuff to do Monday, and then Tuesday I'm meeting with all the people and that are going to finalize and set up. It's just going to be a WordPress site, but I'm writing reviews, so there'll be written much longer form reviews on it than what you see in my videos. And thank you very much, Crispy EDC, for the donation. I very much appreciate it. $5 Canadian. So what is that? Is that like $1.83? I'm just kidding. I know it's pretty close to one to one now, isn't it? Where can you find the Discord link? Well, you either have to join and be a member, and then you will see it in the community tab here, or join the Patreon, and then it's gonna come out. So, I think I joined enough for lifetime membership, but I can't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to. I'm just gonna have to email all you guys that did that a Discord link for now. But I think all of you were already on it. Honestly, there wasn't that many. There was like 20. But I will do that and send you guys all the Discord link. Because I don't know when the message board thing's going to come up. That's what's been holding it up, is the integrated message board is just stupid. And I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm just no words. Chris Emmett, thank you very much for the super chat. Thanks again for the Orion review, and recommendation. They sent me super fast. Very, very glad that you like it. It is a pretty cool knife. Any recommendations on some scales for my Tree Rex Shaman? Tired of wood handles, but still digging the Rex 45 blade. Sharp Dressed Knives does them, don't they? He does amazing work. I almost always go with him if he has it. And yes, I will not forget to send the link out again. I heard blasphemer in a movie, so I had to recite it. My bad. No, I am definitely a blasphemer. Hey, Sasa, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. Anyone else just have buffering? It's not buffering here. I do not know. Let me see if I can switch to. I switched to over the air, so let's see how that is. Oh, the noise is the fan. Yeah, sorry, it's really super freaking hot up here. I have no choice. It's like 55 out, and that's when my house is just so up here. It's just so hot because it's not quite cold enough for the AC to be running downstairs, and all the heat is coming upstairs. So, yeah, QSP does some nice stuff at that price point. And what's your stage name? It's my name, Brian Ball. I don't believe in stage names. Well, I switched now, so you can all stop complaining. I didn't mean to be that aggressive with that. I apologize. But yeah, thank you all so much for the super chats. And yes, the website is all I'm doing this week. So I have to write, and I haven't been a writer in a long time, so that'll be fun. But I'm having like full written reviews of this, and oh god, I think there's 3 or 4 more I had on there. 76 in Indy today, but every day in this town feels like hell. I've never been to Indianapolis, but I don't like Indiana, so I will just agree with you. Puppy says, "What are all the knives on the table?" We have the Hinder Eclipse 3.5. Yep, Bowie. It's Bowie. I'm supposed to say, right? Yes, Bowie. This is the Yep, Southern Edge is exclusive. I'm having total brain fart. The Malibu Reverse Tanto by ProTech. The 535-3 bug out in S90V and carbon. TRM Shadow. The only Spyderco Sprint Run I own. The Native Chief in S90V and carbon, which I think these are still available. And the Bounty Hunter Microtech. This is the UTX 85 Tanto version of that. On the fence about Octanon Verba. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never seen one in person yet. So they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review some. And I remember some of you guys asking about them. So I said, sure. Just for that, I'm skipping your next review conclusion. Would you ever sell the Eclipse Lazy? I don't know. I sold the 3-inch one and I missed it. And I don't know. I really like it. I really like it. The Native Chief is peel ply. No, it is not. It is full-on carbon. I said in the review that's why, I thought it looks peel ply-ish, but it is not. It is full-on carbon through and through, as you can see. Typical upstate New York answer. What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Available, you got to go looking for them. Yeah, I know that Southern Edge Knife Works. Go to SouthernEdgeKnifeWorks.com. Use the code SDSEK at checkout and get 15% off. That they have that. They still had them last time I looked. Yeah, I like the carbon on it. I think it's very nice carbon. It's very matte, but I like that. Put the bird's eye maple out. You want to see my wood? Is that what you just said? I think that's what you just said. But I will do that. I'm going to switch some stuff around. I do have a knife I'm going to bring out now that I'm kind of sad about. But I think we do have to talk about it. So I'm going to put the what am I going to put away? Yeah, this has been out a lot lately. Hold it up for her. The Southern Grind Spider Monkeys. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but Southern Grind got sold. Zach Brown, the country and western star, both country and western, sold the company to Diamondback Firearms, who I know nothing about because I'm not a gun guy, but I've heard them described as the CRKT of gun accessories. So I'm not elated about it. And they haven't said yet if they're still donating to Zach Brown's Camp for Kids profits and stuff. Doesn't mean they're not going to, but I haven't heard them say they are yet. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Mika. Like I said, I'm not a gun guy, so I don't know, but man, I have not heard good stuff. So I'm really nervous about it. But I don't know. It may be all fine, but who knows? But um yeah, Zach's got more important stuff to do. I mean, he is. It takes a lot of time to dominate both the country and Western world. So yeah, I never heard of him either because I'm not a gun guy. So, but yeah, they got sold to Diamondback. Zach put out a statement saying good things about him. Said they helped him get started and blah 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 blah. So, um, oh, it's okay, no Mojo. I read that as sarcasm the first time you said it anyway, so it's fine. And Jeremy wants to see his Stitch, which I'm still trying to. I thought I had you paid this week, and then my lights died, and I have to. Lights are freaking expensive. At least they're out of Florida. I don't know. I guess some good stuff comes out of Florida. Not crocodiles or alligators. I mean, they don't have crocodiles in Florida. Not alligators. Screw alligators. Maybe another T-shirt I have to make for the thing down below where you can buy T-shirts. It's screw alligators. But then people might take it like as a real command. Diamondback bikes, I know. Yeah, I remember Diamondback bikes. I raced for Diamondback for like, well, kind of. I raced for a bike shop that gave us Diamondbacks for one thing. Kalishnikov Auto. I still have one of those. Bird's Eye patina. Will patina really well in time? I don't think so. It's very, very, very well varnished. I kind of don't see it. I kind of don't see it patinaing. It's very well sealed. You can get in trouble for screwing alligators. My cousin told me. Yeah. Still, my favorite Florida man story ever is when the guy threw a baby alligator through a Wendy's window because they got his order wrong. That was fantastic. Wonder if people lost their jobs if they move. I don't know. Possibly. I don't really know. I never got to meet Zach or anything. I saw him walk by at Blade Show the year I was there, and that was it. But everybody who I talked to there said very, very, very nice things about him, and they were great. Like everyone I dealt with at Southern Grind was awesome, and I think for that best Civivi is the Praxis. That's the one that it never really blew my skirt up. Naptastic EDC is on here. Oh, well, there you go. We're show you. I'm Welsh. Are you like in Wales? I admit, I'm sorry that Keith sent me your channel earlier and I didn't look at it, and I apologize. It's Easter weekend, I've been busy, but I could claim Welsh if I wanted to, but I don't. Both sides of my family, both my Irish and my Scottish sides, lived in Wales before they moved here. But I don't claim Welsh. I claim half Irish, half Scottish. Because one only lived in Wales for like 50 years, and the other side lived in Wales for like 100 years. But they both got on the boat in Wales to come over here. Carrying this Butterco Manix 2 lightweight and Spy 27. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to get my hands on one of those, although I don't know why, because I already have two Manix 2 lightweights, but the Spy 27 is good stuff. I like it. Wales, the largest country in England. I'm not going to attempt a Welsh accent because I am terrible at it. Welsh accent's very hard. I can only do Rob Brydon from Gavin and Stacey. That's it. Never tried Spy 27. It's good stuff. I think most people we talked about it the last live show, or perhaps it was on the or perhaps I said that all fancy. It was on the Discord chat. It's like halfway between S30V and S35VN. From Cardiff. Lots of Doctor Who stuff happens in Cardiff. I know lots of that. Jeremy Russell's putting a Spidey chef out there. Hit him up. Joke I told him between an alligator and a crocodile. It's whether you see them later or in a while. Oh, jeez. Boo. What are your thoughts on crewware? It's one of my absolute favorite steels. It's not it's not a stainless steel, but it's close enough. It's kind of like D2 level. It's not really, as long as you remotely take care of it, it's fine. Snyder, come on, share a video, stand up. There's always been one on here. Everybody asks, like, why don't you ever put videos? There's been a video of my stand up on here for a very long time. Just look for Slicey Dicey stand up, and it will come right up. It's from over a year ago now, but I assure you, when I go back on stage, it's going to look a lot like that because I'm not going to do new jokes for a while because I got to knock the rust off. I'm just going to play the hits for a few months until I get my feet back under me. Wales is a lot like Scotland. Pretty nice locals, usually wet. Yep. Austin Biojet, what's up, Slicey? What's your favorite candy? Well, holiday Reese's are probably my absolute favorite, and then, but day to day, I would say Snickers. It's got the drive-through store in it. Yes, the Freedom Van. That one has the drive-through store in it. The Macca's bit was hilarious. I think that might have been a typo. I don't know what Macca's is. Take 5. Oh, those aren't bad, Grumpy Grunt. That's, good shout. Those are pretty good. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I think a nice set of knife jokes would make you look like an idiot. Exactly, Tom. You will never hear me doing knife jokes. No. I checked with the Concept Convict yet. No, I haven't, but they do just randomly send me stuff. So I assume I will be getting it. They send me almost everything. It's just not in this. I haven't gotten it in my recent packages. Oh, Mac and Aussie for McDonald's. I knew that. Yeah. Thank you. But the McDonald's joke just happened. That's not really a joke. It's just one of those amazing things that happen, and I just wrote it down. Have you heard of the new Steel by CPM? Yes, I have. That sounds very, very interesting. I can't remember what it's called. It's like, Magna Cut. Yeah. Magna Cut. I knew it was something that sounded like it should be in an 80s cartoon voice. Just bought another Slicey Dicey shirt on Friday. I have to check that tree stabbing Troy. I've been selling so few, I hadn't even looked to see how much money they owe me. Maybe they owe me $1,000 and I didn't know about it. I highly doubt it. The delivery of the stories. Well, thank you, Freedom Van. I appreciate that. That bit did take, for a thing that just happened, it did take probably about 6 months to get it to a point where I close on it a lot now. What's a guy have to do to win those Cadbury and Reese's eggs? I think you just go, you could get in your car, you could drive to like any CVS or Walgreens and just buy them. I think that would be, right now especially. If you go tomorrow morning, they might be on sale. Full size Adamas crew, yes. I'm supposed to be getting an Adamas from Benchmade, but I thank you for reminding me. I need to bug them about it tomorrow. I'm gonna blocked that for some reason, but there you go, Jeremy. I allowed that. Freak Show EDC, spelled cool like the kids do. It's Jeremy Russell's Instagram handle. And the more knives that he sells, the more he'll forget that I haven't been able to pay him for this yet. So yeah, buy his Spidey Chef, so that maybe you'll buy me a couple more days to come up with money to pay for this. Reese's holiday should be about every 3 months. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. That there needs to be a Memorial Day one and a 4th of July one, just so that we don't have to wait for them. MC mentioned M398. Yeah, there's M398. Some of the really high-end not customs, but like the high-end foreign guys are using it. See you later, Mika. Go watch TV with your wife. That's a good thing to do. I'd be getting a Norseman. Ethan, that's very interesting. So yeah, I really want to like the Norseman, but because I hear such amazing things about him, but it's so hideous. So hideous. Name a hinder you don't like. I did not like the previous version of this. I did not like the last Eclipse. Um, and yeah, I guess the Eclipse 3-inch is probably the one I like the least of stuff they currently make. Trying to think of what other ones. I don't have all of them. But I'm just brain farting right now. Would never loved the Fire Attack just from looks, but now that I have one of the new ones, it's great. Been thinking about selling your Norseman. It seems like that's what happens. Like Norsemans change hands all the time. Spartan Zealous Auto? No, I don't have one of those. I could probably ask Spartan though and get one. The Rask does look great, but the Norseman looks like it reminds me of an elephant's sexual organ. It's just what it looks like to me. I don't know why, but it just looks like elephant pain. I did not see that video, Andrew, where Nick his Norseman was douchey. Well, his Norseman's like really flashy and stuff. Yeah, exactly, Scott. I appreciate the quality they put in stuff. They are geniuses at CNC, but no. That's the XM18 Slippy attempted. I don't know, not sure why. If I ever get to go back to Europe, I want to get my hands on one to take with me because it's legal. But no, I've never even handled one of the XM18 Slippy's Knife Eclectic. Mark Herod, Brian, have you reviewed an off-grid Scorpion yet? Yes, I did. It is back in the archives. My buddy Art loaned it to me. I should have bought it, but I didn't. Someday I will, but probably not actually, because I'm really reducing my collection by a lot now, so. Puppy Haskins. Off-grid knives are great quality. Yeah, they're built. They're Wii's, aren't they? If I remember correctly, or are they Best-Techs? They're Wii or Best-Tech. Do you still have your Spartan? I still have two Spartans. I have a full-size Harsey folder and a 3.25. And they will not be going anywhere. Which slots are they in? I'll bring the full size one out because we're gonna put the Southern Grind away because it just makes me sad that they got sold. There is something gross on that blade, but Rockstead, yeah, I think Rockstead's using the M398. Got the Black Stallion off grid. I'm really impressed with it. Yeah, that one just didn't appeal to me by looks, but I've heard that people who've gotten it really like it. I have a lot of knives that didn't appeal to me looks-wise, and then once I had them around, I liked them a lot. Spartan Hersey. Oh, Rockstead, I dreamed of. I will say, Naftastic EDC, when I went to the Rockstead booth at Blade Show, I went like late in the show. There was hardly anybody there. There was no one there, I'm sorry. There was like no one at the booth, and I picked them up. I picked up like two models, flipped them 3 or 4 times, and put them back down, and just walked away because they're so expensive. I'm just like, I don't even want to know. Like, they're just so nice. I just was like, nope. Harsey or Fire Attack. I'm gonna do a video about it, but this is an older S35VN one. But excuse me. They're kind of different, I think. This is a much heavier duty knife than the Fire Attack. Knife second from the right, that is a Protec Malibu, the reverse Tanto one. My Harsey comes in my. Oh, and tomorrow with your Nkosi. Oh, cool. That's a good mail day. That's a great mail day. I have a good mail day tomorrow too, but it's actually not knife related. I mean, I have the Octa non-verbo whatever one's coming tomorrow. So I do have 3 knives coming, but I also have stuff not knife related that I'm excited about. So one Watchers I'm excited about, but that's not the biggest thing. It's I got house stuff coming. So My favorite knives are called the same thing, out of stock. Still waiting the Malibu to become available widely. It did come back for a hot minute, and then it was gone again. It's just popular, guys. They're not doing it to make you mad. I did buy one thing this week that's knife related that I'm super excited about. I don't know if this has been this way in your areas, but I'm gonna swear this shit has been impossible to find at like Wegmans or Walgreens or any usual place where you could just get it because of the COVIDs. I got a brand new bottle of 91% alcohol to clean knives and such with. I am so pleased to finally have, and this is the biggest bottle I could get. They had it at Wegmans. Aww. It is. It has been really, really hard to find. Is that a Barton band you have on? Yes, it is on the Alpinist, and this one's fairly new. But I'm going to show you. I have the exact same one on my Flighty, and when they break in, they look fantastic. So this is what they look like broken in. They're just beautiful when they break in. This one's just starting to break in, so I highly recommend the Barton chocolate distressed leather or something like that. I can't remember what they call it. Got a Sharp anniversary gift being delivered tomorrow. Very excited. Share with the Discord. Cool. Eager to see it. Isopropyl sells out fast. Yeah, it does. 70% stuff is garbage. Yes, it is. You got to get the 91 to properly clean stuff. I actually used to use the 70 back when I was a new knife YouTuber, and I actually would clean it with the 70 on like D2 and stuff, and it'd get corrosion. Like I'd clean it with water or something. Canvas Bartons are great for breaking. Yeah, I just like Bartons. Period. Flighty. I think everybody calls it Flighty now. It's probably because of TGV though, Swami. I will admit that, but it's one of my favorite watches. I wore this on April 1st because my dad had one of these. I couldn't find it when he died, so I went out and bought one for myself after he passed away. And April 1st was his birthday, so R.I.P. Dad. So I wore this on his birthday and carried his Swiss Army knife. But yeah, I have. I've been in the Blue Shark straps lately. They're pretty nice. But yeah, I couldn't find his Flightmaster. I found his Timex. He had a Timex Expedition, like a nice one. But for a Timex, but I found it, but I couldn't find his Flightmaster. We all looked all over, and we all knew he had it, but nobody could find it. Yeah, Blue Sharks are great. I've got a lot of them on stuff. I've bought a lot of Blue Sharks that are the 2-layer NATOs and turn them into 1-layers. I like the 1-layer better. But that's one of the things I like about Blue Sharks is they respond well to just lopping off the little bit of it. Hello, Paul. I'm going to say your name like that every single time I see it from now on. Paul. Neil Steiner, speaking of corrosion, just received a quiet carry drift cream with a rust spot. I think I saw it. Was it the one that's on the titanium? The stain or whatever? Because the steel doesn't rust. I've actually tested it in salt and everything. See you later, Knife-tastic. Hope you picked up some subs from our pimpin'. I'm not supposed to say that. Is that going to be demonetized? If I'm going to be demonetized, I'm going to say something proper. Costa Tanto still king of my collection. You know what, Ryan Gilbert? I think it's probably the king of mine, too. Or maybe it depends on if you like OTFs or not. My most expensive knife is still my... I just get them out. I'm going to sit here running my pie hole. So I can just get knives out. Where is it? There it is. So this is my most expensive, is still my Microtech? Yep. Microtech Combat Trudon Hellhound. Still my most expensive. It was like $6.80. Probably a couple of my hinders are more expensive once they're modified, but I mean just like base price. But what are we gonna do here? They got candy everywhere. We're making a mess. But yeah, this is probably like definitely is my prettiest knife, I think, by far. And this isn't that far behind. What were these? What are these with the larges with the inlays? Are they 550? This was like 680. Pippin isn't allowed. I don't know anymore. And what sucks with YouTube is the bigger you get, the less you're allowed to say. So if you get to be like a huge channel, you have to be even more careful. Austin A is pretty tough, so a good steal for that knife. I don't know what knife you're talking about, but I think Austin A is great. I really like it. I have no issue with cold steel using that more. It's been good in everything that I've had it in. It's super easy to sharpen. It doesn't hold an edge for an eternity, but it's like as good as like 14C28 or something like that. It's not too bad. 8015 light. Yeah, I reached out to Jimmy Slash about getting one of those. That's one. None of my wholesale avenues where I can get cold steel, so I may just have to buy an 8015 light. But I reached out to see if he could reach out to Cold Steel and see if they'll send me one, because I really want to check that out. I've owned two 8015s, both a Demco and a Cold Steel, and they haven't stuck around because they're very expensive, and it was just a lot of money sitting there not getting carried. But the light one, I would probably keep around. How are the Malibu Yugos? Ergos, I assume you say. Very good. I've done a full review on it. 2 of them, actually. So, yeah, you can go back and watch those. Thank you very much, Swami. I appreciate the donation. Yes, Brian Pimpy, they be pimpin', they be hating. Precisely. It's hard to be a pimp. What was that? Who did that song in the 90s? It wasn't Snoop, was it? I don't remember. I used to listen to, I still do, a lot of gangster rap. It's still one of my favorites. Pimpin' Ain't Easy, I remember who that was, but big price tags on the new Cold Steels by Dual Styles. Yeah, it is going up a little bit on some of them. That the new high-end Formax Scout and S35 Yen is expensive. Isn't it like $350? Something like that. And I thought, well, that's not what it's going to cost when it hits dealers. But nope, it is. That's what it costs. It's very pricey. Uh, 3-6 Mafia? Sure, that could be. What knife would you like to see in a purple colorway if it was not in it? I'd like to see stock Hinderer purple scales. I have one set of XM18 scales, well, a scale, not a set of, that I dyed, but I wish they did a stock purple. The 3V has gone way up. That's the Microtech last time I called a Medford. Damn, it's cool, in which I don't usually catch. Oh, this the Stitch? Yeah. Speaking of, yeah, I saw Tim Simcoe rap the DMX is in a coma. Oh, it is after an overdose? See, I only saw it last night, Tim, and they were just saying a heart attack, and they didn't know why. But, man, it's sad it's an overdose. I don't know why that makes it sadder, but it definitely makes it sadder to me. I started listening to Body Count, Ice-T. I was huge into that when I was a kid. And I gotta say, I'm sorry if you like it, but I loved it when I was a kid. But I went back and played a song I'm not going to say the name of on here because that will surely get me demonetized. It was terrible. MSRP for the Formax Elite is $4.99. Wow, I knew it was astronomical, but I couldn't remember what it was. That's crazy town. Jumping in, notice the wood chaparral as I'm holding my great knife. Yeah, we're holding our woods. Redbird, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said that. I don't know why. I just can't stop it. Also to think, yeah, it's funny, Tim. Yeah, he made a song whose name I won't even say on here because it's gonna get my channel demonetized, and then wound up playing a cop for over 20 years. I just find that so funny. Formax Elite is Hinderer territory. It is. If I can get my hands on one without buying one at retail, I'm going to because I love my Formax. But Black Hawk Ninja Beast, do you miss your Jurassic all the time? I really wish I had it. If I had it, I wish I had it in hand right now to compare which one I would keep, this or the Jurassic. But I know the Jurassic is coming out. I know there's more coming, but I don't know what the blade shape is. They won't tell me. So I'm hoping it's this. That would be awesome. And then I could do a comparison one to one because they are very similar. I think it compares more to the Jurassic than it does to the XM18 because just the way it's shaped and everything. Talking about Ice Cube, yeah. No, not Ice Cube, Ice Tea. 6 in the morning was very good. That's still good. Cutting steak with a stitch is a power move. It's not mine, so I haven't done that yet. I haven't paid for it yet. It's gonna try to make it mine, but we'll see. It might just have to go back. Had unexpected expenses lately. I am like 16th century French architecture. I am Baroque. That is a fantastic joke for the 3 of you that will get it. What's everybody in carry tomorrow? I do know what I'm going to carry tomorrow. We never do that. Yeah, let's do that. What are we going to carry tomorrow? Because I do know. Because I have a watch coming that's going to match it. So, and it is my Carta Monday. And I'm a slave to the Instagram hashtags. So tomorrow it will be Battle Black Fire Tack, which is fun to say. Battle Black Fire Tack. And awesome watch. Like, it's not that expensive, but Grail watch I've always wanted. And since the day they released it 2 years ago, getting one. And I'm very excited about it. And it will match this very, very well. That's all I'm going to say. Battle Black Fire Tack. Norseman Talk made you want to carry your Norseman. Cool. Isn't that weird? Like, you just see a picture of something on Instagram and you're like, ah. I will tell you, the Instagram picture of this and that watch together is going to be epic. It's going to blow up the internet. Like that picture of that one of the Kardashians with a champagne glass balanced on her arse. I said arse, YouTube. I'm going to carry the S90 VPM2. You'll be seeing green my car in GEC 44. Ooh, nice. It's a nice little loadout. I only have one GEC. I just have zero patience for trying to chase them down. They're very reasonably priced when you can buy them, but man, they're hard to get. But looking at modded Seikos, it might become a problem. I have no modded ones. I will say left-handed knife reviews, if everyone will allow it. This week, I am going to do one more watch collection video. The last one, people seem to like. Nobody watched, and that's fine. I did all my weird Casios. But I'd like to do all my Seikos, because I do have some cool Seikos. And the one arriving tomorrow is a very, very, very cool Seiko. So, and I have stories for most of my Seikos. Like, my SNK 809, my wife bought me, and it was like my first, like, automatic watch in a very, very long time. And got me back into watches. I got the Flighty that my dad had. And so most of mine have cool stories. See you later, Papa Haskins. Enjoy your dinner. Orion Solaris or Giant Mouse GMF3. I think those are dramatically different in price, but I've never held a GMF3, so I don't know. More watches. Yeah. I guess I can spoil it. So yeah, I'd I have a 62 Moss coming tomorrow, and I'm so beyond excited about it. It's a friend of mine going through some rough times, put it up for sale, and I wanted to help him out. He's been a huge help to the channel. He put it up for sale for a ridiculously cheap price, and he's been a huge help to the channel. He's made me more money than he was charging for the watch, so I was happy to give it to him. Vintage one? No, it's a reissue. It's the 147, the brown and faux patina one, and I already have a different strap arriving for it. So, and I don't have any brown watches because I was a good boy. I sold 2 watches to buy one, and I pocketed some money, so that's cool. So I sold 2 watches I never wear, got a 62 Moss, and pocketed $150. So have like 8 or 9 Seikos. Yeah, I can count because I have my Seiko case next to me. 2, 4, 6. I'll have 8. Yeah, the recent one. All my Seikos are recent. I don't have any like vintagey ones. I got them all in the Navy. Yeah, I had a bunch of Seikos I bought when I was in the Air Force, and I don't know whatever happened to them. How do you do that? The whole save money to buy stuff thing. I was really bad at it, Ryan, and then I've just been kind of broke since like Christmas, and I've just made myself a rule as far as watches go. Because I mean, yeah, the watches are. I honestly, on Instagram, this is some kind of behind the scenes BS, but I make money on Instagram with. I haven't done any paid posts yet, but people send me stuff. Like, they get in touch with me through Instagram, and then it winds up being on this channel. And pictures of knives with a watch in it do so much better than the pictures of just the knife that it behooves me to have some decent watches around. So that's kind of how it got going. And then I just try to have a decent amount of knives. So, or I mean, decent amount of knives and watches. You just have to have a good selection. Is that over 3? Yeah, I'm sure this is. No, it's not that much. Hold on a second. I gotta explaining this. I keep seeing words you guys say and saying them. Somebody said mostly folders SR1. I said fold. But yeah, it behooved me to have some decent watches that look good, and so. It's kind of why. It's not only because I love them, but and I get to write them off of my taxes because I'm a company and I show them on my Instagram. So oh, Mark P, you got the green Willard. Cool. I hate green, but if you like green, that thing is amazing. I need just to suck it up and get a dark green watch and see if I like wearing it. I might. And the Willard is very, very cool. The turtle I've modded. I have a turtle as well. I love the turtle. Somebody asked me, is that $3,000 worth of watches? 425, 300. I'll have to do math on the internet. 425 is 725. 550s. So just gonna call it 1,300. 425. This is 17. We're gonna call it 1650, something like that. No, sorry, 1850, something like that. This is only like 130. No, it's like not even 2,500. And I did math on the internet live, and that was awful. And I'm probably gonna get ripped apart in the comments, and that's just the way it is. $200 for the Malibu. That's not what I said. I was going by what they go for. Didn't say I'd sell it. The Willard reissue in the dark. It does look great in the dark green, but I just had I wear nothing dark green. I have one dark green shirt, so I would wear it every time I wore that shirt. And that would be it. Can you make it $3,000 worth of knives? Oh, I can. I'd have to fit more in here. Oh, no, I can do it easily. There. Now it's $3,000. Because XM24s are so expensive. I don't understand why. But yeah, now it's $3,000 worth of knives. One is not mine. And it is awesome that I get the chance to, like, own some of these. I rotate stuff a lot, and I know I catch crap about it because I sell a lot of really nice knives that I really love. But it's my job. I take this as my job. So that's why I do it, because I feel like I need to experience them. It doesn't mean I'm going to keep them forever. And I have really nice knives that I have to sell because I can sell that knife and buy 3 more to make content for you guys with. So that's what I do. None of these are for sale though. One is not mine, and none of these are for sale though yet. But the late game. So what's on your wrist? I was Easter with the in-laws, so I went classy today with the Alpinist on a Barton leather strap. The black Alpinist. Again, don't like green, so I don't have the green one. It's the newer Alpinist, not the old SARP 17. I like that Native Chief. It's great. I really like it. I've carried it a fair bit. It almost made the most carried for this month. It might next month. Yeah, the Alpinist is just great. It's just like, you can class it up with a leather like this, or you can put the bracelet back on it, and it looks sporty. I even ran it on a canvas strap for a while. I've never put it on a NATO, but looking for an XM18 sheep's foot sucker for that blade shape. Yeah, I that's part of the reason why I got this, because I couldn't find one of those either. Knife Eclectic, but I found an XM24 sheep's foot. It's pretty awesome. I do want to get a different scale for it though. The red burgundy wine color, I mean, it looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's just not my jam. But man, you can never find aftermarket XM24 scales. And I have all the bronze hardware, so it's got to be something that matches that. I would love to get a titanium scale for it, which I know would make this an absolute freaking brick. But I kind of don't care. I just likes it. Hinder does a nice sheep's foot. They do. I wish they did it more often on more stuff. Oh, if the new Jurassic is a sheep's foot, that would probably make me sell this. But I don't know. That's probably what it would take. But because I do really like this, and it grows on me more and more every time I carry it. Oh, I have 3 hinders out here again. Damn it. How does this happen? I try not to make this happen. I swear I don't do it on purpose. We're going to put... This one's been out the longest. I don't try and be all hinder all the time. It just happens that way. Here's a crowd pleaser. Bring out the 80-20. FSU colors. Ooh, that's even worse. I'm not a college football anything or any college sport. I don't get college sports. I can't keep track of everybody. I like the hinder warning and the fixed blades. Yeah, that's nice. I do have one folding warning. I sold one of them. Again, aforementioned, gotta sell stuff. I sold my 3.5 inch, the one that I did the competition with MC with. I kept that carbon scale though, but I sold, and I kept all the black hardware, but I sold it, returned it to its stock form and sold it. March Sadness. Yeah, I mean, ostensibly I root for Syracuse because they're near here, and I was accepted to Syracuse, but I didn't go. So I guess it's the closest thing to an alma mater that I have. So I root for Syracuse, but I don't understand, like, my sister and my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law didn't go to college at all. My sister went to college at SUNY Geneseo. They live in North Carolina, and they are the most rabid Alabama football fans in the history of mankind. And I don't get it. I've never understood that. And, like, I got a friend of mine who was born in San Diego, raised in Rochester, and he's the biggest Miami Dolphins fan in the history of man. I don't get it. How do you root for teams that just aren't near where you are? Slicey, still looking at that Bertucci watch from your Christmas list? I don't remember which one it was, but I do have a Bertucci. Oh, it's downstairs. I have a D3C. Is that the one I wanted? I did get one. Have you checked out a Maximus before? I have not. North and South Carolina are beautiful states. I will agree with that. 2011 WRX. Ooh, nice car. I lived in the halfway between Fayetteville and Raleigh for years and spent a lot of time in the mountains. I do. North Carolina is very nice. I do like North Carolina a lot. I will not disparage North Carolina. Um, is the A11? Oh no, I didn't get the titanium one, Derek. No. Oh, you know why that was? Because I got my D3 and I liked it a lot and wanted a fancy one. I don't wear my D3 much, but it's on a really nice Bond 80 strap. It looks great. I wear it like when I want something really lightweight. I wear it like playing tennis and stuff. Because if it gets smashed with a tennis ball and breaks in 1,000 pieces, really don't care. Oh, those colors everywhere because you live there? I get that. Rabid fan. The only teams I'm a rabid fan of are my beloved New York Rangers and my beloved New York Yankees. I'm also a Knicks and a Jets fan, but I don't care. I would not call myself rabid. I really don't care that much about football anymore, and because it's years of being a Jets fan, eventually you just don't care anymore. Same with the Knicks. I used to really love basketball, and that's just the Knicks are so bad every year. I just don't care anymore. But I'm still a big Yankees fan, still a big Rangers fan. The Rangers have not been awesome either, but I just love hockey so much that the Rangers are. I have so much Rangers stuff, I could never switch. Everybody and their brother texted me. They know I'm live right now. I'm doing it live. The Ducks. I don't think I've ever met an actual Ducks fan. I didn't know they existed. See you later, Sergeant Kong. Picked up a super freak at your local Bass Pro. Thought Benchmade no, they discontinued the. I thought that too, Knife Guy. You're not alone, but they discontinued the serrated one. They did not discontinue the regular one. Facts. I'm both a Knicks and a Jets fan, and it's rough. It is rough. It is very rough. Hey, at least we're not Mets fans. I'm supposed to hate the Penguins because I'm a Rangers fan, but you know what? I really don't. I respect the history of the franchise. If the Rangers were out of it, I rooted for the Penguins back in the Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr days. Or Jamer Jager, as we were fond of calling him. Jets fans have a different kind of are a different kind of rabid, to be honest. You're right, Gino. That is not unlikely. Or, perhaps hepatitis-y. But hey, it's better than the Bills. I could be a Bills fan. I live in Bills country. I live an hour from Buffalo. And everyone I know is freaking Bills fans, and I can't stand it. And I did write a blog for BuffaloBills.com, which is not owned by the Buffalo Bills. It's like a fan thing. But I wrote a blog one year when the Jets had Michael Vick on the team. I refused to support the Jets that year that he was on the team because he's a dog killer, and I would not support the Jets. So for 1 year, I was a Bills fan, and I watched all the games, and I wrote like weekly blogs about being a Bills fan for 1 year. Oh, you're a Mets fan, Mark? GC, at least I have the Yankees. Mets, Jets, and Knicks. I like all New York teams, but at least I have the Yankees. But yeah, that blog was fun to write, and I meant to go to a game, and I never actually went to a live game, but it just was all about me watching Bills games and talking about the players and stuff, and it was called 1 year a Bills fan, and it was only one of them's still up. They only left up the first one. The other ones aren't up, but teams the Chargers gave it watching while. See, I don't even know if they're any good or not because I don't watch football that much. Just be a Rangers fan. The Rangers at least are always Now the Rangers are just mediocre all the time. Detroit fan all the way. Lions, Tigers, Red Wings, Pistons. See, I respect that, Keith. I respect that. You're from Michigan. You like Michigan stuff. I respect it. Just watch comedy, good stuff. Oh, thank you, FG Blaze. I appreciate it. Same here. Jets, Knicks, Yanks. There you go. Ever go to live games? Well, pre-COVID. Yeah, I used to go to the Rangers twice a year when they're up here in Buffalo. I would go with all my Rangers gear on and get yelled at. Never gave a crap about going to live football. I did when I was a kid. My parents used to take us, and then I've been to a few Yankees games. Yeah. Would love to get an Eclipse or an X-Mate team, but the edge thickness has scared me off. Any options that are thinner? I mean, yeah, but it's not a big deal. And there are companies that do regrinds. I mean, they still come super sharp. I don't know. I always talk about the thickness behind the edge because that's, and it does matter if you're just doing nothing but cutting paper and nothing but cutting, cardboard. But in all actuality, the stuff we really do, it doesn't matter. Hinders are fine. All the stuff I complain about being thick behind the edge is honestly probably fine for most people, but are you born and raised in Rochester? Nearby. I was born and raised about an hour and 15 minutes from here in the Finger Lakes area. If you look at the Finger Lakes, I was born, well, it would be upside down, but I can't turn my hand that way. I was born very appropriately at the tip of the middle finger, at the bottom of Cuca Lake. I wasn't born at the bottom of the lake. That came out wrong. I was born at the southern tip of Cuca Lake. I rose from the depths of Cuca Lake, which is, by the way, one of the deepest freshwater lakes in the entire country. Sometimes I surprise you with facts on this show. Aquaman, oh, don't insult me like that, Tom. That's rude. I'll take Swamp Thing over Aquaman. Outside of the Patsies, just so that I could just say, oh, it was Brady the whole time. It was nothing else. It was just Brady, which it wasn't. But it's fun to say it. Chris Emmett, do you fish? I used to many, many, many moons ago. I haven't fished in, 20 years probably, at least. Anyone else just lose audio? I don't know. Nobody else has complained yet. I'm about to wrap it up pretty soon anyway, because it's almost 9:30, which is when I try to end it, and I gotta pee. So I'm probably going to wrap this up. And apparently you guys all lost audio anyway, so it's a good time to kill it, and we're gonna knock it out. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out on a wonderful Easter Sunday. We'll be back next week, and hopefully I'll actually have new knives to show you guys instead of just bringing out the same old hat. So thank you guys again so much for coming out. Have a good one.